Thanks for choosing Premier Scene. I'm William McLaughlan. I'm here at day 10 of the 56th BFI London Film Festival. We're going to speak to the cast and crew of Song For Marion.
Most fun part would probably be, I think the most interesting part was when we found out that they have all sorts of signs for your names. So when you're like backstage, they don't have to like say your name, they have like signs. So for instance, when we were there, Terence Stamp was that. I can't remember what mine was, but that was really interesting. But it was really fun, like going and like meeting everyone, and everyone was so nice, and everyone's just been very nice, really.
What's it like to be at the film festival? Is that exciting?
Yeah, it's really exciting, and it feels such a big deal, and I'm so excited about it.
And do you think you'll maybe go on and do some more acting? Would you like to do that?
Yeah, I'd like to do more acting. I really enjoyed it.
This is a kind of a development of your career in a kind of maybe a different direction. You've done some more dramatic horror kind of based stuff. I was wondering what you felt was the lure in this story artistically that kind of attracted you as a director.
Money, no, not at all. Actually, that's definitely not the reason why I say. No, basically, I'd written this film quite a while previously to some of the films I'd made. It was a film I'd always wanted to talk about and to make because it was about family, and it was, and although it's not horror, it's not, scary or nasty, it's still about people, and it's still, in my mind, I still believe it to be a real film. And that's why I wanted to make this film, basically, to sort of also to concentrate on the older generation, my grandparents' generation, and see how they deal with love, life, and how they deal with everything, and sort of find a way of putting that on film.
And is there something exciting for you about being a British director at the BFI with a British film? Is there an element there that's particularly exciting?
I think it's always exciting just to be a director, for starters, and the fact that this is the biggest film festival in England, and the fact that we've been invited to it is fantastic. The fact that we're being sponsored by a nice hotel and I get a nice suit to wear for the night is amazing. I think that I always feel as a director or just somebody in this industry, it's very lucky to be working, and so as long as that continues to happen, I'm very happy.
And did you find it was a particularly challenging project? Because you've got Orla to work with and there's a lot of musical numbers. Was there anything you found as a director particularly challenged?
I think every project you do has got challenges and you just don't know which they're going to be. And, as soon as you get up every day and go on set, then you can go, these challenges are awaiting us. And then you just go, okay, well, we've got to deal with them. So, I think any film you do will have challenges, but this particular one was as much of a joy as all of them.
And was there anything during the production that just you felt slipped perfectly into place and as a director you found really, really just exciting?
I think when you finally listen to Terence and Vanessa sing, because I never got a chance to do that until they actually came to the main event. So that was something that actually came and I was like, wow, that's really great.
And such a fun project. Was it ever a challenge for you to come on and be surly and grumpy during the course of the film where you are?
It wasn't a challenge to be surly and grumpy because I'm periodically surly and grumpy. It was kind of a challenge to be surly and grumpy but not lose the attention of the audience, so they have to feel for him, otherwise it's not going to work, so that was the trick. It was to be surly and grumpy but not be a wicked bastard.
I wondered if you learned anything specific about acting as a craft from Terence and Vanessa?
Yeah, yeah, those two actors together, very, very different actors in the way they approach things. I feel like with Terence, he's sort of similar to me in the way he approaches acting, which sounds really, really wanky, but he works with like energies and blah. Anyway, I don't want to go into it because it sounds really wanky. But with Vanessa, I've actually thought she's playing somebody that's dying of cancer. And I remember when we were working, I actually thought that there was something wrong with her because she was really in the character. And then we had a train journey home together and she was like really, really sharp and witty and woo. And I realised that she was just really, really like even between takes, really living the character, which is not something that I necessarily do. But I was in awe, and it was quite nerve-wracking actually, as Vanessa is one of the best actresses of all time and has always been one of my heroines, and so it was amazing getting to work with them both, and Terence too. I mean, I think his performance in this film is so beautiful. Both of them are so brilliant in this film, and it was just amazing to watch them do that.